Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. As you see, we're back in RoadCraft, and in our last episode, it told us we had to build this bridge here, or not bridge, but this road here. So I've brought all our equipment over. I just used the slug to spawn them in over here. Cost us a little bit of fuel, not too worried about it. Or recovery points, I guess is what they call it. So we're going to open that request, select that truck, select that road. He's going to go down there and start laying some sand. And we just got credit for the transport from the...
We've got all the tower parts ready. Now, it's time to deliver them. You don't even have to install the parts yourself. Just send the convoy to the tower and sit back. Isn't delegating duties great?
Alright, and he's just about done. Okay, so I don't know why it's not letting us do it that way. I'll just go ahead and finish it manually. I don't want to finish it manually. I was wanting to set it up so that it would run and do it itself. I know it works, but for whatever reason, it's not wanting to work right now. We'll go ahead and just take care of it ourselves. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to make multiple passes with this thing because when the AI does it, it makes a nice, smooth road. When I do it, it's not as smooth. And actually, that's looking pretty smooth this time around. There we go. Select, select. Select. I don't know why that was such a pain to get that to work, but we're gonna get that going, and I'm gonna work on getting some concrete. Because we've got a couple bridges here we gotta take care of. We gotta fix that bridge there. That's the biggest thing to get to the transit point. Trying to figure out what the best route is going to be for me to do that. Alright, well, we will see what happens here. Oh. Don't know what that was all about. I think I got caught up on that little rail there and couldn't turn. Not exactly what I was trying to show you guys, but pretty cool anyways. What I was trying to show you guys was got 2 concrete slabs loaded up in the back of the crane truck here. And we are taking a little trip down here towards the transit point. I went ahead and recalled most of my vehicles just to get things off the map, so we're not stressing the game out anymore. This episode is taking place immediately following the last episode. I didn't even get up to get something to drink or take a break or anything. I just stopped the recording and started another one right back up. I hope I turn my traction control on here a little bit. Get some 4-wheel drive and some diff lock. Yeah, we're heading over there to the transit point to take care of this. We're also going to get the Riverside base going. Apparently we never did that in this episode. Or sorry, this playthrough. Alright, here we go. We're coming up into the area here. Gonna have to nudge this truck out of the way. There we go. Alright. That's our concrete bridge. Oh. That's a little rough area right there. Guess I could have gone a little bit further on that bridge. And then up in here, yep, we continue straight. There's the transit point right there on the other side of that bridge there, just through the trees. So right here is the transit point. I'm just going to pull off to the side, that way I'm out of the way. We're going to come out here. Workshop, Southern Radio Tower. All right, let's go see where this has to go. Workshop, Southern Radio Tower. Of course, we gotta fix some more roadway there. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but we're gonna try something. First thing we're gonna do, we gotta go in here. We gotta close out some of these routes. Island-based transit point. We'll get that one taken care of in just a minute. Concrete slab or concrete slab facility to warehouse. That one's done. Oh, that one's still got rewards coming. Okay, so we're just gonna build this where they don't hit each other. Start plotting. Let me zoom in. I'm actually gonna go and move these over. This is the little land bridge we built a while back. And the reason we did that is because of this hole here. In my original playthrough, we filled it in, but I had to start over a couple times due to some graphical glitches and just some gamer issues. And that because of that, I lost that bridge, and I'm trying not to rebuild that bridge right now. Gotta cancel the route so that I can come in here and shift everybody over just a little bit. Actually, I'm going to change the route completely for these guys. All right, there we go. I don't know how well that's going to work, but we'll try it. There's that one. Dispatch vehicles. Let's see which one of these routes fails first. And then we'll go back in. We'll make some adjustments to it. Island-based transit point. Start plotting. Hopefully they can get lined up on that roadway there pretty easily. Vehicle filled. All right, we'll look at that one here in just a minute. We got to see where they failed at. Gotta dodge that tree there. There we go. Dispatch the vehicles. We're gonna back up. We're gonna go to this one needs maintenance. Where was the failure at? They made too wide of a turn there. Okay. So we're gonna bring this one over. All right, let's try again. He made it. Let's see if this truck can make it. Okay. What's going on? Well, we tried. All right, so that means we gotta bring trucks over here and we gotta fix the road. Oh, looks like that convoy is making it pretty decent. Well, they haven't gone that far either. Great. What's going on over here? Okay, they can't make it either. So we gotta fix that too. Oh, they got caught on the tree. Okay, so we gotta adjust this. All right, looks like that problem is fixed. I'm just gonna be putting out fires this whole episode. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring some vehicles over here. Just my dump truck and my grader, and I'm gonna clear that out, fix that. And before I do that though, because if I don't, I'm gonna forget. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna make sure that the roadside base up there is unlocked. I say roadside, I think it's the Riverside base.
Just there near the river should be a good place to set up your base of operations. In the meantime, we're being asked to do some quick repairs on the building so that it doesn't fall apart. Just gather the resources and get it over with. You know better than me by now.
Alright. That's taken care of. See what they need. Set up the river base. Open. They need an infrastructure route. This one I remember is pretty easy. It's just up there to the northern tunnel. Only hard part is there's a tree down in the road that we've got to watch for right there. and that'll be done. I'm going to start moving vehicles over, try and fix that road over there, and I'll be back with you shortly. Alright folks, there we go. We just got the river base set up. Just looking around, trying to figure out how I'm going to go about this next little project I got. We're going to build a bridge as soon as I find it. Get my bearings here. We're going to build a bridge down here across this one. Instead of trying to fill it full of sand and get it smoothed out, we're just going to build a concrete bridge. It's going to call for 4 concrete slabs. We have none in our storage. So that means we've got to go all the way up here and put the rubble into it to recycle it. I'm not sure exactly what it takes to do that, but we'll head up there and figure it out. Alright everybody, as you see, our little bridge there is completed. Move it out of the way so you can see it from the trees there. Just got to figure out which one of these contracts is the one we need. That one right there. Alright, so we're going to zoom in here. Start plotting. Alright, and here go our vehicles. Sure, we need to look and see what else we need to do. No side objectives. Send a convoy to raise the southern radio tower. That's what we're doing right now. What needs maintenance about it? Did they not turn or something? Wow, okay, I don't know what's going on there. Let's try this again. We're going to come straight out, then we're going to turn. See if these idiots can do this. There, he turned. See how well this guy does it. Alright. Looks like he made it. And we got multiple trucks coming. Alright. And that's the last objective we have left right now. Once these guys are in, we'll unlock another one. And there we go. Radio tower is built. Goal complete through the static. Alright. Now, gather resources for delivery.
Well done. The first tower is up and running. The others won't be such an easy fix, though. Repairing the others is something our workshop just can't do. Making high-tech equipment is a bit harder than welding a few steel beams together, after all. Still, the plan is already in place. Just gather enough resources. That should count as environmental credit or something with HQ. They say we can get new equipment in exchange for just that. Convenient, right?
Oh, there we go. We gotta get 10 beams, 8 logs. That's easy. I've got 8 logs. I've actually got 9 beams, so we can run over to here, the Steel Beams factory. I've got 2 right there. The only thing that's going to be difficult is going to be the concrete slabs, because I still don't know I don't know what material has to be turned in here to make the beams. I don't know if it's any material. I think it is, actually. Take a look around and see if specifically if there's any vehicles. There's, looks like a tractor there, or a forklift, maybe a truck. That'll be a few. Yeah, I think we're gonna head up here, see what we can get done on this. And here we go, folks. We're coming up out of the Steel Beams factory with our first drop off. We should have, I believe, 10 steel beams on here. Do I have to unload them also? I have to unload them also. That's just great. Alright, well, we'll get these unloaded and then go on to the next thing. Alright, all that is loaded. We're going to head back up here. Actually, we're in cheat because I don't feel like driving all the way up there. We're going to head up here to the roadside base, and I'm going to see if we can pull out these logs and if this truck can actually load them up. If it can load them up, then we're set. We just have to worry about the concrete slabs. There's the answer to that question. This truck can load them. Gotta make sure they'll actually fit in the bed. Alright. We're gonna load up the logs like this. There we go, all loaded up. And run this down here and turn it in. And then we'll figure out the concrete slab. Alright folks, we got everything loaded up except for concrete. I'm currently spinning the boom around on this thing. We're gonna grab this car here, load it up, and that's gonna become our car. At least we're going to try to. I haven't had much luck with loading up vehicles in this. Actually, that went pretty well. And then we're going to take this with us back to the concrete plant. We're going to try and turn it in. And I'll see you all there. We'll see how this works. Alright, so we decided to cheat on getting our material. I've tried to turn just about everything I can lift with this thing in for the concrete plant to make more concrete. And I can't figure out what material it is we're missing. So I've decided that I'm just gonna go ahead and pay the money. It's $1,500 per concrete slab, so $6,000 total. It's a lot easier, a lot quicker, and it's not like we can't find more money. And anything around the map that glows yellow or gold, like that tire right there, we can take, turn it in for money. I'm not too worried about it right now. If we get hard up with cash, we'll do that. Alright, here we are. We're going to get this stuff offloaded real quick. Alright, everything's in the circle. Confirm. Arrange delivery to Eastern Tunnel. Where's the Eastern Tunnel at?
Good job collecting all those resources. I'm sure they'll all be properly used in construction and not end up in a dump somewhere. Well, you've got enough for us to exchange for brand spanking new tower parts. Which is all that matters. All that's left is to send them to HQ in a convoy. Should be easy, right?
Now we gotta get 5 concrete slabs. Alright, I'm gonna go and get those concrete slabs. And y'all know exactly how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pay for it. And I just got an achievement for purchasing 25 resources from the construction depot. Well, I think we've overloaded this truck a little bit too. We're gonna get this up there, finish this objective, and see where that leaves us. Alright, here we go. Almost the top of the hill. Alright, and spectate. See what we get going here. And I think they're gonna make it. Above the tunnel it says tunnel to nowhere. I was about to say, if that fills the map for me. Well, I do believe we have completed this map.
Now that we have the tower parts, it's time to put them to good use and get these comms towers going. First one is the western radio tower near Reedwood Bay, famous for its reeds. In wood. I'm sure it's a charming resort. All it needs is a convoy with tower parts from the port. And then make sure the tower is connected to the nearest power station. Next one on the list is the northern radio tower. You know what? It's quite close to the concrete plant, so you'll have no trouble finding it. All you need to do is send over a convoy of tower parts from the transit point. And last but not least, the central radio tower. There's a piece of construction that needs transporting from the transit point to the tower, and that's all 3 towers. Go get 'em, Tiger.
Oh, okay. That's, instead of doing it the way it wants us to do it. Oh, we can't do it that way, never mind. Deliver vehicle. Wow, that's a bit of a drive. Alright, well, I do believe I'm going to wrap it up there. And we will finish this up in our next episode. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.